Viewers, in this tutorial I'll show you how to set up layer pop-ups in WordPress and integrated with Mailchimp. And first install layer pop-ups plugin, then set up it as I show. If you have any question, contact me here. I mean feedback.com/Mohammed685. Let's show how can I do it. First in plugins, then add new. Then I will click upload plugin. Just make sure it is installed. Activate. It takes few seconds. This tutorial can be long because I will show you everything. So it is done. Now you will go settings, and you can put your you can put your purchase code here and can save it so that you can later update it again and again. This is a simple, and here is some others configuration I will show you. First you have to enable jQuery Max plugin, disable jQuery Max JS loading, and you can enable perfect school bar, and enable font icons, enable font SM icons, and so actually enable font awesome icons and enable perfect school bar, and you will see enable CSS3 animation, enable linked buttons, enable spin kit, enable perfect school bar, disable jQuery Mask JS loading, enable jQuery Mask plugin, enable font awesome icons, enable casemate icons, enable Google Analytics tracking, and make sure preload event pop-ups and do not preload pop-ups. And here is the center name. Here you see brush advisor, pain specialist, and no reply brush advisors. So you just make sure these settings first, and if you need to add MX address, if your MS address, then it shows that greater than check MX according to host provided with the email address, PSP 5 greater than 5.3 required, and verify deliverability is algo check. If you have a algo check account, you can add it to. Enable reCAPTCHA, disable reCAPTCHA library. You can public key, secret key. You don't need it. You just see this section. These options. Here you put the email, and do not preload pop-ups, preload event pop-ups. Enable Google Analytics tracking. Enable Kismetrics tracking. Enable font some icons. Enable jQuery Mask plugin. Disable jQuery Mask JS loading. Enable perfect school bar. This one, and you just then go for pop-up sections. By default all pop-ups will be disabled. You see this is blocked and it will not show up, and if you wish to create a new pop-up, you can add it, or you can just import it. Here the import option is below. Here is no import button, but I think that will be good for developer to keep it here, because then it will easily noticeable. If you want to import pop-up, is just like click on it and just browse, and you just import any pop-up. It's a zip option. Here is a file like this, and you just import it. I have showing up here. Let's show it. Pop-ups. Here is pop-ups, import pop-up, and I just go there, and you just here, and just make sure, and you see the new item successfully imported and fastest level. This is the pop-up already uploaded. So if you wish to unblock it, you just make sure unblock pop-up. Okay, this is the unblock pop-up. Then I have to configure with pop-up. Here I have already configured it, so I will just go and show you here. So just click edit pop-up, and here is your pop-up name, first created pop-up. Here is your size, and where it will be shown in middle size. You can left corner, in top middle corner, in right corner, top right corner, in middle, left middle, right middle, and inside. Then you can show overlay color, how it will show up. Over animation, it will you can choose any type of animation, bounce in, bounce up, fade. I will just choose fade. Spinners, as select spinners, extended close pop-up window on escape button pressing, and this will be select, and extended submission will be select. Then you just construct this pop-up. If you wish to change this text, you just double click on it, and it will be select here, and you just, if you click it, it will show layer details, and you can choose here according to your need, adjust them according to your need. You just make sure, if you just image, you just click on it, and the image will be like this. And you will see one thing, I don't put HTTP on on first, because if this site use this site HTTPS, so if I use HTTP, it will show not green padlock. Here is green padlock. If you need any service with green padlock, contact with me according to that address. I will help you to make sure green padlock with your site. So this is how you can easily configure it, and then you will just put it your parameters. And name field is field, there is the field, this is placeholder is name, that is phone, and you can make it mandatory. And phone number is field is mandatory, message text is mandatory, email field is mandatory, and CIP query, here is the button name, CIP query button name, and loading button, whenever it takes time to load, it shows loading button. And for add color gradient and custom button, CSS and other things here, you don't need it much. Background was 0.70 seconds, and this is the thank you page. I put it here. You will put your thank you page, and here is the cookie time 360 days. So after that, you just go for mailing section. You just mailing section. Here is one part you have to do, that is enable send details to admin, and here is your admin emails. Subscription contact form submitted, that's good, and other things will be unchecked, only check this one. Then you just put it here, like I will give you the demo pop-up I created, so that you can easily. And this is the subscription name, subscription email, subscription phone, IP, pop-up, and URL, message, and subscription message. That's all. Then you have to integrate on Mailchimp, and I will show you how we can do this, and submit details to Mailchimp API key. This is the Mailchimp API key. Then you will automatically get list ID, and if you check this, there is the list ID, all list ID shows. You just choose yours one. Then you just make sure name, phone, and state. Here is one thing I have to show you, that is you have to do this manage name, phone, state, and that you can have to manage it from here. You just go list, and after list, you just make sure one list like this on my list. And then I will go settings, and I will go list fields, this one. So this is the first section is email. So if you check this, if you check my pop-up, I'm showing you. Here is the pop-up. It is very important, you have to carefully see that. Here is name, email, phone, state. So always, every time you can not manage it. It is email, then it is phone number, and that is, you just merge it with phone. It is name, and you have to merge it with name. It is state, and you have to merge it with state, and then just click save changes. Then this action will work. Name, email, phone, state. So everything will be same. Email, phone number, name, state. Okay. So this is how, and so name, phone, state. So name, phone, state. So everything is right, and subscription phone, subscription message. And if you check, this is their name. So whenever they put subscription name here, this one field name is subscription, and then name will be get phone number, and it will be get phone number here, and it will get subscription message here. And you just click load fields, and it will show these fields. If I click it, it will gone. So where you get subscription name, I am showing you. So whenever go you here, I mean pop-ups editing option, whenever I click any field like this one, you will see here is the content name, subscription name. You just have to put the name like this. Okay, so this is how you have to adjust it with things. So this is all for email integration, and now I will show you something more, and I will show you AB campaigns. So AB campaigns, there is two AB campaigns I have created. You just have to create one. You just click one AB campaign, and create new campaign, and name this like default AB campaign, and just put like this. I am showing you edit options. Just put a name, and just choose your pop-up, and just save it. Then you just click targeting, and after targeting you just sure onload. After onload, here you see I am giving it on active, it's can moving it. So whenever you create it, it will go passive targets, then you just move it to active targets, then it will start working. Okay, so let's enter on side it. It's very simple. Just make sure for desktops you select your pop-ups. First desktops pop-ups same as desktops, and every time, how often, every time, and set start delay. If you see that it's start after 5 minutes, and I am showing you 1 minute. Hold a second, maybe I have it will not show up for me because I already tested it, so it will cookie does not show me for 360 days. Okay, so I have to remove cookie if I wish to see that. I just tell you that let's try with another browser. 1 minute, maybe this does not have cookie. Okay, yes, it shows that. Yes, you see that it shows for 5 seconds, it shows loading, and then 5 seconds, after 5 seconds it shows that. So this 5 seconds, and then you just keep everything always, all user roles and site wide, and just save target. That's all, and target will be saved. If you have any cache, you don't I mean you just delete this cache, because cache can causes the problem with loading this I mean your pop-up. So here is your log. I mean log means I have registered, I have tried it, so I just logged it here, and you just delete your logs, or you can export or import your logs. And here is pop-up library, and pop-up library actually shows all pop-ups, I mean ready-made pop-ups, all ready-made pop-ups inside here, so that you can easily make it from here. You just export and import, download and import pop-up, and they just import as like I show first time. So that is then there is add-ons. You have no business with add-ons, you don't need it actually, but why it is needed I am showing you. And let's wait for a few seconds, it is loading. Some pop-up I mean add-ons here: login box, video list, event subscriptions and download, site tabs, or something like that. Opt-in content locker, like whenever opt-in it, and then content will be unlocked. And last, the settings option, I already show you that. And I will edit the I mean the sample zip for you for testing for your end. And this is all. This is how you can manage it and to run with your website. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.